finish, although I'm sure you're a little disappointed not being on the top step today.
It's a very good points day for the team today. Obviously, we were the car that had everything to lose because we were starting on pole. I think we led like 50-something laps.
51, yeah.
51 laps, so it kind of sucks to lose it there in the end. But yeah, we need to keep pushing. We obviously weren't perfect, and there's obviously something that we could have done better in order to give it more of a proper fight to the 10 car. So yeah, great weekend all around, great recovery, and looking forward to Long Beach.
Christian, again, congratulations, podium, first one since last May at the IMS Road Course. You share Pato's thoughts on a good weekend for Arrow McLaren?
Yeah, I think where we were in St. Pete to where we are now, I think it's a clear step.
Yep.
The 7 car, we had a good weekend. We scored some points in St. Pete coming here. I think overall, looking across all 3 cars, we're all competitive, and leaving with 2 podiums, a first and a second in qualifying, I think we can be very happy with the weekend. Yeah, he keeps beating us every time, so we need to stop that.
Radio quite a few times, you were told that you were not able or not supposed to use hybrid. Can you explain why and if that had an impact on the race?
Yeah, I would say for like 50% of the race, I couldn't use the thing. It just overheats. So, obviously here it's probably one of the most helpful areas where the hybrid is of good use because of those very stop-and-go corners and long straightaways. But in race trim, I'm really thinking, like, if you're asking me if I would have won that race if I didn't have those issues, the answer is still no.
Christian, do you have the same issue with yours?
Yes.
Understand. Lap traffic an issue either at any point?
Yes. I mean, I hate to whine about it, but it sucks to be the leader, and all of our Chevy affiliate teams are worthless with helping when a Chevy leader is coming up on them, and Honda seemed to work as a team very, very well because Foster was doing everything in his power to keep me behind, and then just Palou gets right behind him and he just lets him cruise by. So I still think Palou would have gotten us sooner or later, but obviously that just makes it a bit more of an annoyance rather than a joy.
Just after that, go Bob.
When the F1 teams go 1-2, is that any, I don't want to say extra motivation, but like, are you aware of it, and does it change any of your mindset?
Oh, we're aware, man. We wanna be doing what F1 is currently doing, But I think the fight here in IndyCar is different, definitely different. I think McLaren right now are leading the way in their situation, and we're still chasing. We're still chasing to be the best. So we'll get there.
As far as how much further you have to go to catch, how much further do you feel like you are along now compared to a year ago?
Definitely better. Definitely. I mean, to be fair, this probably was one of our, one of the tracks where I personally felt like we really didn't have a fighting chance, and we put 2 cars on the front row, and we got some hardware today. But yeah, like Christian said, it just seems like every time that someone is winning, it's always Palou in the 10. So he's obviously figured it out, and he's got a great team behind him. So we just need to keep pushing. There's really not another way.
Probably one of the most exciting portions of the race was when you and Alex were battling for second place with all the crossover passes through like 4 straight corners. Just how intense was that from your point of view?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I'd lost that fight. He was out on a sticker set of alternates at the end of the race, and I was on a sticker set of primes, and I knew he was going to have the advantage. And I knew Pato was 5 seconds up the road, so I tried to make him lose as much time fairly as possible, and we had some fun, but it didn't really seem to bother him.
But when you race a guy like Alex Palou, you have a lot of trust that he's going to race you hard, but it's going to be clean.
I mean, yeah, it was clean, but don't get me wrong, there's going to be a point when you're racing someone that you think is clean isn't, so. But at this point it was, so it was good.
Question for both of you. Under this very hot circumstances or weather condition, how difficult was the race totally for you? Any dehydration problems? And question number 2, once Alex Palou had passed you, Christian and Pato, could you maybe, when he passed you, see or recognize some little secrets in the car, why he is so dominant? Could you recognize why he is so easily passing you?
Sticker set of red tires. That was the answer for losing the lead, and I would say that I have forgotten what you asked first. The heat. No, honestly, the pace was super slow. The whole pace of the race was, we were just kind of out there controlling it really, because you're just taking care of the tire. So physically, for me, really wasn't an issue.
Anyone else?
I agree.
We wrap up?
For both of you, did you feel like you did everything you could do today and just got beat by the strategy and what they were able to do?
Yeah, I think the team did a phenomenal job in the pits. I mean, the car has been a joy to drive all weekend in the race as well. But we just, we ran a red, black, black, black race, and I think it should have been a red, red, black, black, or any sort of combination with 2 reds and 2 blacks. I just think we missed it on the 5 car, and we can only see why we chose that, and try not to make that mistake again.
Christian King.
Yeah, I mean, I think the car that I had yesterday was potentially a little more preferred for me than today. I think we made some changes going into warm-up that felt nice and warm up, but it was 40 degrees cooler. We carried those into the race, and to me that didn't really seem to be the preferred. But I think in terms of strategy, we did what we could. I'm still a little doubtful why we went new stickers on the second stint instead of trying to do a little bit like Alex did. But it's always easy to be smart after the fact. I think we need to sit down and look at the facts and all the information that we have, and come back in Long Beach and learn from those mistakes.
Last call.
Hi, I'm Christopher DeHardy with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed what you just saw, hit the like button and subscribe for some more great racing content.